Now we are towards, the final topic of the webinar, which is the learning analytics and the Kirkpatrick's model. Uh, Now we know one of the biggest challenges in L&D is for the leaders to prove that learning is essential for desired business outcomes. Now, however, we also know that harsh reality that it's often very hard to, show the impact that learning can have on business outcomes. However, we have models which help us measure the learning effectiveness very, accurately. One of the most notable one is Kirkpatrick model, which is right in front of us. So it has 4 levels for you to measure the learning effectiveness. The first being the reaction level. Now, reaction is the level where you look into, the fact that did your learners, like the training course? What were their feedback about it? What were their reaction about the entire learning experience? When it comes to learning, which is learning two, it measures the increase in knowledge before and after. So you actually see the difference between what did learners know then and do learners know now. So that there's a clear difference between the learning levels. This is what learning level, level 2 of Kirkpatrick's model will evaluate. When it comes to level 3, which is the behavior, now behavior is it evaluates the extent of learning applied back on the job. So it looks more into the implementation aspect. Now, you when it comes to the fourth one, which is the results, it actually looks into the effect which the learning brought, to the outcomes, to the desired outcomes. So however, at each of these level, to measure each of these levels, many of the organizations is already using this model. However, there are still challenges they face in order to evaluate the accurately evaluate each level. This is exactly where learning analytics can help. It can help you measure each of these level, because each of these level begins with gathering data. So now let's see how different types of learning analytics will help you, evaluate these 4 levels of Kirkpatrick's model. When we see the reaction level, this was what the learners felt about the learning experience. Here you have descriptive analytics to do the job for you. Why? Because reaction level is usually captured through surveys, or you can even have feedback questionnaires within your course. So descriptive analytics will gather all these inputs for you, and it'll make that reporting easy for you, because at the end you will be able to see all the correlated feedback that your learners got. So you need not have to bog down yourself with those unstructured data, because the system will do it for you. So the descriptive analytics here plays a great role. When it comes to learning, which is uh, was there a difference between the pre and the post learning level? So here descriptive and diagnostic analytics comes into play, because the best way to measure effectiveness at this level is, of course, pre-assessments and post-assessments. So descriptive and diagnostic analysis will correlate the data here. You can also segregate. Descriptive and diagnostic will also help you segregate the data on the basis of, let's say, do you want to segregate it on the basis of managers, or do you want to see different reports or compare different sections of learners? So descriptive and diagnostic plays really crucial role to get you analytics or data for learning level. And when it comes to level 3 and 4, we have predictive and prescriptive at play, because data at this level, is captured beyond LMS. So you probably look into your HRIS, you also look into your business softwares, and see whether actually there was an impact on the results. So prescriptive and predictive analytics here make uses of AI, machine learning, regression techniques to get you those analytics, and it makes those uh, in e-learning to be very, very specific. It allows you, it sees that it looks into the fact that there's a certain preference of the learner, or there's a performance that the learner is going through. So it'll capture those data, it'll keep capturing those data, and towards the end, it also automates courses. So let's say a learner is facing some problem during the course. So what does predictive and prescriptive do here? So it'll look into the past data, and it'll see, okay, the learner is facing problem here. There's some pattern here. That is why currently, it's ongoing. So predictive and prescriptive will automatically give a learning format or a course which helps the learner fill the current problem. So you see the amount of intelligent, decision making that the system do for you here, and obviously it impacts the effectiveness considerably, because you get accurate data here. Otherwise, if you had to do it manually, the insights wouldn't have been this intelligent, of course.